Play Live. And right now we are pretty much wrapping up 22 season of Madden. Get ready for that Madden 23, which comes in 33 days. But I'm thinking I might actually 33 days is a long time. Shit. I don't know, y'all. There might be another Super Bowl in the works for another team. I don't know, maybe. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, but anyway, as of now, what we're 14-0. Beautiful, perfect season so far. Definitely, obviously, we're like the #1 seed. Definitely get to the playoffs. Hold on, whoever's dropping comments, I can't see right now. Give me 1 second. We got the first round bye. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Oof. It's crazy. Look like really Detroit. They doing good like that. First round bye, Detroit Lions for real. Wow. What's up? What's up? Hold on, y'all. I gotta see what else. I'm viewing the playoff picture right now. What's up, my people? What's up, D2? What's up, Slayer? How you doing? Yeah, man, just looking at this. I can't believe the Lions got first round bye. That's crazy. I might be playing them in the Super Bowl. It's crazy. I didn't expect. I didn't expect the Lions to be first round bye, yo, like for real. Good, my brother. Good. Thank you for asking. Great, actually. Shit. Right now we're 14-0. You know what? I might. Shit, man. Thank you, everybody, for dropping the thumbs up. Everybody who tuned in, I appreciate it. I was thinking about going for another Super Bowl, possibly. I don't know. I got 33 days till my Madden 23 comes out. You know, it's like it's a long time without playing ball.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this case. I already got it. I already pre-ordered it. It comes out in 33 days. 33 days, 1 hour, and some change.
The introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
In store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 66 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Damn, I knocked the ball loose, man.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Damn, I missed.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here to his running back.
Damn, I missed that tackle, bro.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Oh my God, I didn't see him bumping it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive. That's a ton, sir.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So it's a first drive now for the Jags.
I finished a couple games of Madden.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Bryant. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
They'll run on first down. Morgan, he juked him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 41, Watson, he finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And Sharp calls it in. And they give this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, he'll drop to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Back to throw again. They'll roll him out right.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for our first half total. 8-0 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Saquon Barkley with a touchdown run. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down now. It's Robinson, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, it's Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught. Cameron left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Down. Morgan might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Watson. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. You know, I was filming yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold up.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Now for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
He is, yeah, he's my go-to guy.
Tucker
Yeah, he
now
really
for
is.
the extra point. This is a 19-point game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Morgan. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 50, it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. That one looks like he'll throw here. There's Chark with a great grab. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work.
It's funny because I think the Lions are the number 1 seed. I think that's who I'm playing in the Super Bowl. They're actually doing good, which is surprising.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Houston's offense taking over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning of this one. To throw is Watson. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for
that was
team,
a nice play.
But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Hell of a play. Wow, perfectly placed.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this.
That was a nice play, yo.
Everything coming from up above.
That was a nice play, though. That was beautiful.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were
in
bounds,
and
obviously
they
a
earned
good
that
call
touchdown
here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Back to throw now on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
I was trying.
They had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, we saw a lot of plays go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Jacksonville, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will be back home next week for a date with one.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway.
Yeah, bro.
Discussing on air for this
it looked like Detroit Lions. They got the first round bye.
They debuted last night. It was not good. It was amazing. You get all these dramatic shots with NFL stars like Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. But get this, the final shot, they reserve it for the rookie QB from Jacksonville as he puts on his Jaguars helmet and just stares a hole through the camera. I'm talking a serious mean mug. And look at this. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Of course, some people just can't enjoy a good thing. They're saying it's too much, too soon, blah, blah, blah. But look, that's the get off my lawn crowd anyway. Now, it's not like the kid directed the commercial. He just appears in it. I mean, you tell me. I mean, how many people out there would say no to being in a Nike commercial that gets splashed
Chicago
across primetime TV?
Detroit lost their spot as the #1 seed as first round bye. Now Chicago.
Look, anyway, enough about all that. Why don't we get to the segment we actually had planned before I go for that time.
I thought I was going to play Chicago in the Super Bowl, but they lost their spot.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
There's Williams, what a catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other team's philosophy? Continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. He'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And now the Jags are going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go play action. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Out to his left. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay and get.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividend.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down and 7. They'll set up a throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 15-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. And he's got his big tight end here.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But you're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab of the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. And they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles, different formations, different looks. But bottom line is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, anything on my play sheet appears to be working right now. You point it out all the time when we call games. Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. First down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Going to the air again with Mayfield. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Steps away to his left. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Touchdown! DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but
they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I guess they don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's caught. Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've come upon halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. A big hole right side, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. On the run, it's Robinson. Uses the spin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 74 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed.
I think it was the last game of the season.
Free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Gardner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
This offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Justin Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. They'll look to throw now on first down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dawson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Mayfield now. Man open left side. It's Williams.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead second down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1. What was denied was he tried to get the second one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
you're not going to
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Back now on OT with KC. I'm your host, Kevin Connors, and I will tell you, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My great listeners wanted this interview for a long time now, and your boy is here to deliver. He was a star at Miami. Now he's the face of the franchise with the Jaguars.
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
I already pre-ordered
he's
it.
finally on our show. My man, thanks for joining us.
So now Green Bay got first round bye.
Sorry it's taking so long to make it happen.
Hey, look, no apology needed. Your life has been a whirlwind since the day you were drafted. I got to imagine it's been nonstop.
Yeah, it's been hectic, but it's also been pretty amazing. I mean, I love what it means to be a pro in this league.
Yeah, and being a pro also means getting to be in Madden. I mean, you go from playing the game to being in
Playing the
it.
Texans, Texans.
Oh yeah, but they gotta get...
Yeah. I'm trying to get this. Well, I am. I'm gonna get this perfect season. I had got 3 perfect seasons back to back. It was pretty awesome. Last season, I think it was the Indianapolis Colts. They got me. Nice. What is rather? Must be permanent, huh? Alright, y'all. We're gonna take a little break. But when we come back, to this, we're gonna be going for the Super Bowl. So next time y'all see me playing Madden, we're definitely gonna be going for the Super Bowl. When I do come back, though, I think me and my boy King Miru and somebody else might do some Red Dead Redemption. So stay tuned for that later. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow I will be bringing out my Mr. Perfect. You know, my rookie in Miami right now. They're 50-0. That's pretty awesome, pretty epic. Yeah. So thumbs up. Stay tuned, man. Love you guys.